Hey pilots and aviation lovers, welcome to the third video of our GTN Garmin GTN 650 750 unit training. This is the third video. Like I said, the first one was on how to set it up when you turn on your avionics master switch. The second one was just the dial and the button we use on this unit, and the third one would be the first section of this unit, the upper section of this unit, which is the COM audio panel, my setting, I have to switch COM 1 and COM 2, transponder, and the NAV. Okay, so this is where we're going to have most of our problem coming in if we don't know what these quarters and these numbers are telling us. Okay, so let's start from the left to the right. The first two boxes, you're gonna see on top of it COM, C-O-M, which stands for communication. Garmin make it so nice to put this on here so we know what's going on. You see that we have numbers in there, and the numbers is color coded. Okay, you got a top number that is in a bright green. That is your active frequency. That is what you're talking or monitoring. Now you have the bottom one, and it says on the STBY, we stand for standby. Okay, not all unit that has this is digital one, so Garmin put there. But if you have a box that is not digital, just know that the top will be all the one to the inside will be your active, and the one to the left will be your standby. But for this unit, since this is what we're flying and this is what we have, that is what my focus is on. So the top one is bright green, it is your active. The bottom one, it is your standby, and it says on the STBY, we stand for standby. Now when we want to flip between the bottom and the top, all we got to do is tap on the top part, and it will flip it for us. Now let's say this was our weather, and we want to, our next frequency will be ground. Okay, we want to change it to ground. Okay, and let's say ground is 121.68. Okay, and we want to change it to 121.68. What I do is, what you need to do to change it is tap on it, and this drop down will come, and then you can type in 121.68 on here. Okay, or 60 on here, and then hit enter. There, if you put in a right frequency, it won't ask you that. So let me put in a good frequency, 12165. Enter. See that it didn't bring. Are you sure you want to change this? Okay. If it's asking you, maybe that frequency you put in is not good. But anyway, this is how we change it, and we only change what is in the standby. We cannot change the active. We only change what is in the standby. And when you hit the active, it takes what is in the active, send it to the standby, and send standby to active. Okay, now let's go to the next one. To the right of that, we have our audio panel, and we have our intercom. Audio panel, so whatever will be listening to, whatever coming from outside of the aircraft coming in, that's our audio coming in. Okay, this is what we're going to set about here. You don't really need to play with it, but I'm just showing you, just in case someone fly their plane before you and it's changed things and things are not working with your audio. This is where you come. So when you tap on the audio panel, this is where you want to make sure, let's say you have two COMs, you have two boxes. Okay, COM 1 and COM 2. Make sure COM 1 and COM 2 are highlighted. Okay, Let me see what this one do. But if like the PA, let's see, flying on airliner, this is what option they use to talk to people in the back, but you're not going to be using this. So let's just make sure COM1 and COM2 are here. I'm not going to worry about this too much, but I just want you to get you set up so we can start using this thing. When we start up our aircraft, we're not spending too much time on this. Okay, now let's go to our intercom. Intercom, you might, if anything, you might need to know this intercom problem to be able to fix it when you're in the aircraft by yourself soloing. Okay, so let's click on the intercom. Now intercom is what is the noise from the inside of the aircraft. That is the passengers and the pilots talking to each other. Okay, so let's say I'm your co-pilot and you the pilot. Of course, you the student, you'll be on the left side. Let's say I'm talking and my audio is coming in low. What you're gonna do is go to the intercom, click on your volume, and you can increase it. Okay, so that way you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, vice versa. If you come in low, I will have to come into mine volume and increase it from there. Okay, now if you want to talk between, just let's say we have passenger and we want to gossip about that passenger, we don't want them to hear what we say. Okay, we click this, so all of the talking now is between you and I. None of them are hearing it back here. But if you only want to talk between the co-pilot and the passenger, you just click on this. Okay, vice versa, same thing here. If I only want to talk between co-pilot and passenger, but for now we'll keep it here. The big thing when you come in here is just the volume, setting up your volume. Don't mess with this a lot. Okay, now let's go to the next two boxes to the right of them. We have our mic and our MON, we stand for monitor, microphone and monitor. The simple way I can put this is the mic is your mouth. The mic is your mouth. The monitor is your ear. Okay, if you want to talk and also hear, you have to click both. The mic at the top and the bottom should be the same monitor. Okay, that way you're talking on it and you listen to on it. Now because we have two units, that we have two comm system, we will have the option to change both top and bottom to either 1 or 1 or 1 or 2. Okay, what I mean by that, let's say we are on comm 1 and we want to monitor comm 1 and talk on comm 1. We're gonna have microphone 1 and monitor 1, but we want to listen to our weather on comm 2, so we put our frequency on comm 2 for the weather. Then we come to the bottom. Since we don't want to talk, we only want to listen, we select what we want to do, which will be 2. So 1 and 2 will be down here. Again, this unit I only have one comm, so it won't allow me to switch from comm 1 to comm 2. Okay, but in our unit, since we have 2 comms, if you have 3 comms, this is what you choose, either 1, 2 or 3. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is our transponder and identification. Okay, transponder. In our aircraft, we always keep it on altitude. Okay, but sometimes the checklist call for standby. Okay, some places you go, they want you to put your standby, but because we always have it on altitude, don't get in the habit of alt. Okay, I want you to know where to change those mode. So for transponder, we want to click on transponder and there will be a drop button here. Usually we have it on here. So let's say someone went cross country and they're following the checklist, and the checklist is standby, and they come in here and they standby, and you flying the next. you don't know how to change it from standby to altitude, this is how you do it. So first of all, click on it. When that drop box comes, if it's on standby, you can put it on altitude. Okay, and this is where if we have any transponder call, when it says squawk and maintain, this is what they're talking about. Squawk and maintain VFR. This is the VFR they're talking about. Our VFR frequency is squawk call is 1200. Okay, 1200 is our VFR squawk call. So when it says squawk and maintain VFR, what it's telling you is make sure 1200 is in this box. Lunchtime. Okay. The next thing is this. Let's go to the last box to the right, the last two box. Now we have our navigation frequency box. Okay. This is where, again, we have the top and the bottom. The top one for this is green, just as your COM frequency, but Garmin right for the change standby color to white, so that way you're not confusing if it is NAV or COM. You know, if you have a standby as white, that is a COM, that is a NAV frequency you're trying to change. So again, same way, just as the same way we change our COM frequency, we want any changes we want to make, it will have to be in the standby, not the active. So when we click on it, we can do this and enter it. Okay, and it will always bring it to the standby. Okay, and then to flip it to active, you do this. I think I cover everything on the top part. I hope I didn't go fast, but if again this is a video, that's why I decided to make the video, so you can go back and re-watch this video and take your time and understand what's going on here.